Today on the channel, we're back at it with another Super 7 Thundercats Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. In today's video, we got the Thundercats Reptilian Warrior.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Super 7 Thundercats unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got another Reptilian army builder. We got the Ultimate Edition Reptilian Warrior. But for all your Super 7 Thundercat needs and everything else under the sun, make sure you're hitting up Entertainment Earth. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10% all in-stock items. Anything over $79 does ship free. Got to get a deal out there. You can also go to the Super 7 store, of course, super7.com. Hit it up, buy something there, put in code KYLEP to support the channel. So there you go. You can do that as well. But here we are today talking another army builder, a Reptilian Warrior. As we did do the Brute already, we are working our way through these army builders here. And of course, we're going to do it like we do all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's dive in on this one here. Like I said, we already did do the Brute. Now we've moved on to the Warrior. Oh, the call of the Warrior, like a young Volbeat out there. Shout out to Volbeat. Nice guys, nice guys. I've told that story on the channel before. We got Thundercats right here looking good. We got the Mum-Ra logo. You know it's a bad guy here. It's a bad guy. No secret about it. Nothing on the sides. UPC on the bottom. Ultimate on the top. Thundercats classic logo on the back, and that's about it for that. But we do get the old slipcase. Everybody loves a slipcase. See you later, like Larry Bird at the three-point line. Shout out to old Larry Bird. There it is. But then it is bigger box here. Very reminiscent of Slythe on this Warrior. He's got a little Slythe feel, more than the Brute did at least. But he is a Reptilian, no doubt about it. Thundercats, Reptilian Warrior there. Nothing on the side once again. And then on the back, though, that's where the magic is. Beautiful artwork back there. And then we got a little blurb. Let's see what it says about this Warrior back here. How about? Reptilians are a scaly humanoid race from the planet Plundar. Oh, dangerous this time of year. Loyal to their vile leader Slythe, the Reptilians lack intelligence but possess formidable strength and deadly weaponry. A battalion of Reptilians accompanied Slythe and the mutants where they pursued the Thunderian flagship to Third Earth. There, the Reptilians continued to take orders from Slythe, serving as guards and assisting the mutants in their battle with the Thundercats. So how about that? I believe that is identical copyright that we got before, so would have liked to seen a little bit more than that, but what do you do at the end of the day? See you later. That's what you do. See you later. But here he is. We got the old Warrior, the call of the Warrior right here. Looking good in the plastic prison, but we're going to free him from this plastic prison, and we'll be back talking all things Super 7 Thundercats Ultimate Edition Reptilian Warrior. All right, let's get down to the Warrior here. And we're not talking about the movie from the 70s. We're not talking about the Ultimate Warrior. We're talking about the Reptilian Warrior. Let's start in with some hands. Once again, same gripping hands we got with the Brute. So we got the bigger splayed, or the bigger open hands right here. Then we got the tighter gripping hands on this one. So very similar. Big difference is the skin tone color. We had the charcoaly gray one on the Brute. Now we got this kind of lighter green one, not as fluorescent green as Slythe, somewhere in the middle, I guess we'll call this. We get two gripping hands right there. His weapon of choice as a warrior is this bad boy here, and boy, I don't know about this one. So we do got what is this? Is it a mace? Is that what this thing's called? I can't even remember. But a big ball with spikes on it. The Brute, he had a big old piece of wood with spikes. Now we got a ball with spikes on it. We got a nice little handle down here. All that works pretty good. But the connector piece right here is not rope, it's not chain, anything like that. It is plastic, but very skinny plastic. And if I try to hold this, it just falls off there. It just goes flat right there. So I don't know, could this wear stress on the end of this and eventually this could wear and break off? That is my biggest concern here. I don't know if this weapon was thought all the way through. And personally, maybe they should have gave a sword, maybe something like that instead of this. Because I can just see this. You put it on his hand, you put this in his hand, you put it on your shelf, and it's there. and it just slowly goes down, goes down, goes down, putting all that weight on that corner right here, and this will break off. I just can see that coming 10 miles away, so not a huge fan of this weapon here. I think that was a mistake as far as Super 7 goes. Let's see how this looks. I'm putting it in his hand right now, and you can see it just droops down. I wish it was a harder plastic so it could be up here, or just make it chain or rope and have it dangle down. That would have been fine too. I just think this was a pretty big mistake. I guess if I put him kind of like this and you put him really low and it just rests on your shelf, then you don't have to worry about that stress, things like that. But boy, I do think that is a big flaw here for this figure as far as weaponry goes. Would have been nice if we got another weapon too with him, maybe get something different. You know, a spear, who knows what it could have been. But that is, right off the bat, I could tell that's not going to be a good day at the office for this figure. But let's dive into the figure now. And it does feel very familiar. We've unboxed the Brute. We've unboxed Scythe in the past. We kind of know what we're getting ourselves involved in here. But we're going to start with the heads, as we always do. And I do love the head sculpt right out of the package on this one. Big wide open mouth, got the teeth hanging down, big old surprised eyes, good color on this one with the green, kind of the bluish tint as well. So a lot of personality in the face of this guy here. I am here for that. Now the second head threw me for a little bit of a loop here, as I'm like, this looks very, very familiar. Well, it should, because it's the same head we got with the Brute. So apparently the second heads, and I would assume the next one will have the same thing going on. You can get them all the exact same heads for, I guess, a little bit of uniformity. I don't know if I want that. An army builder is already pretty uniform. I want totally different heads on these characters. That's what I want. So I am going to definitely on this one keep this head going. I'm leaning on this one for the Brute, and I guess we'll see on the next one what we think about that. But that is a little bit of a dicey proposition there. Would have liked totally different head sculpts. They're already getting a lot of most out of their molds on these. Could have gave us 2 unique head sculpts per Reptilian. I would have definitely preferred that, but it is what it is at this point. But we've seen that Brute one before here in the Warrior now, so there it is. Big differences on this one. Once again, a trip to Eternia on their way to Thundera. I guess they did a stop off to Eternia. Got another loincloth going on. Got the nice brown sash kind of belt across the top. Got a big shoulder guard on the side there. Then you got the strap down here to connect, so a little bit different than the last one, so I do appreciate that. Forearms a little bit different as well. You got a little different coverings on the forearm. Same thing with the ankle monitors down here. A different look to the ankle monitors. Besides that, spikes on the back, the tail, everything else is going to be the same. Articulation is going to be the same. Not a lot of surprises with this one after unboxing the Brute, but we're going to do it. The arms do go all the way around, very tight, but you can't get them around. Side to side, up and down, single jointed elbows, hands removable, back, forth, side to side, of course. Head removable, up, down, back, forth, side to side. Not a ton of up, down there. You do get waist articulation. You do get that tail articulation, which is pretty cool. I do like that articulation. Legs do go up, bend at the knee, a little side to side at the knee, ankles up, down, back and forth. Nice smooth ankles on this one. Of course, he should fit on a ringside collectible stand. And what do you know? Fits right there. Use discount code Kyle at Ringside Collectibles. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. But he fits good on that if you need to. But yes, he does look good. He is good on his own without a stand if you need that. There's no need for a stand with a squatty figure like this. He's not jumping off your shelf like some of the other players in the Thundercats line, that's for sure. But he does look good for what he is. But you got to know what you're getting yourself into when you pick up something like this. It is an army builder. There is not a ton of differences. And I'm going to grab his friend here. The old Brute. Looking good, looking very Brute-like, of course. And then, of course, as well, we got Slice. So we got 3 of them right now. We got 1 more to go, so make sure you subscribe to the channel. We will unbox the final army builder there. But I do like that we get the darker color here, a little lighter. You get a, I don't know, more fluorescent green? I don't know. I don't know my colors. I got to go back to 3rd grade with my daughter. Who knows? But I do like that they're all going to be different colors. That is truly key to make these stand out. However, this Reptilian Warrior, I'm not a massive fan of this weapon. That is the weak link for me. So far, putting these together and everything, the Brute's going to stand above him for me just because of the weapon difference. That's the way it's going to be right here. But that is it. That is the Reptilian Warrior. Not a whole lot more to talk about with this one here, but starting to look really cool. Can't wait to get the last one. See how they all look together. Should be nice looking there, so we'll see. But what do you think? Are you here for this one? Army Builder, is this your thing or is it not your thing? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. So we got videos every single day and then some. And of course, Patreon, your best way to support the channel. Remember, you get 2 videos every single day. Remember, you get early access to all the channel's videos from both channels over on Patreon. And Patreon, of course, the best way to support this fair YouTube channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget social media, SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on the Threads, and on Instagram. So for the Warrior, Reptilian, that is, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.